There's... Was Diamond Clan's encampment this big? Probably, but like... I don't know, maybe I just like didn't realize how many houses were there the first time, or maybe they weren't as spread out or something. Though Lord Avalug may not move around much, he keeps the wild Pokemon in check and watches over the safety of our settlement. Alright. That seems to be what these lords are in charge of. It's rather vague and nebulous, but it's as good an explanation as any. If we didn't have Pokemon to help us, there's no way we could survive in this frozen land. So you, it seems at least, understand how to, like, not be completely, like, abject, living in complete abject terror of Pokemon. I've seen Machop, I've seen the Gligar here in front of me. Snowy terrain reflects a lot of light, so it's even easier to get sunburned here than at the beach. Though we don't go about exposing much skin here in this climate. That may be true, although I believe not as much ultraviolet radiation reaches the ground in polar regions such as this. Although maybe if you're, like, in a snowy region on the top of the mountain, I could see that being, like, the worst of both worlds. Both with, the UV radiation coming down from the sky and the UV radiation being scattered by the snow coming back at you. Lottie! Interesting name you've got there. Iridia was so young when her mother left us, the poor girl can't even recall her mother's face. Perhaps that's why she adores Polina so much. With love in your heart for Almighty Sinnoh and with your dear ones close at hand, you can live just about anywhere. This is one of Perklen's teachings. Okay. Are you dead or just sleeping? Can't really put the camera on you, and I can't get close enough to get an A prompt. But was that the last house in here? I think that was the last house in here. Let's see. If I go up here, is there anything up here? Like, I'm now really curious. What is with those carvings that I found on a couple of the maps around the world? The ones with, like, the legendary Pokemon that you can see on it. That just seems to be a random rock. Okay, so there's more people hanging out up here. I wasn't able to interact with them. I don't think anybody's mentioned them yet so far. I probably don't get to fight you because you look like you're here as, like, set dressing and not as Pokemon who I can fight. And in either case, even if I could fight you, I would not because you look way too happy to just be sitting in this hot spring over here. Alright. Would hate to disturb you. Can I, like, throw out my Gumi into the hot spring and have Gumi be like, no? Like, I can get the speak prompt on you, but you're underwater and I can, like, almost see your, like, ear tentacle thingies through the water, but you're maybe a taller Pokemon. Not you. I guess you do technically qualify. I was thinking more like Staraptor. And you're not actually in the water at all. Whatever. This game insists on ruining my fun. Okay, did I talk to the NPCs? Don't think I actually talked to the NPCs. Oh, by the way, in that last battle, Cherrim learned a move, and if it's Petal Dance, I want to use it. I want to teach it, because one, the moves I have right now aren't very good. And two, I need to use Petal Dance for Pokedex progress. Cherrim. Petal Dance. Alright, excellent. Let's get rid of Stun Spore, because Stun Spore sucks. Absorb also sucks, but then again, I guess that's just like a better version of Energy Ball. Well, Cherrim's moves are not very good regardless. It doesn't really matter, and as soon as I get you to level 10, I will turn in that one quest from that one person who wanted a completed Cherrim Pokedex, and we'll hopefully never have to think about Cherrim again. Alright. Even we in the Pearl Clan might start moving to new areas if our clan gets bigger. If only the founders of our clan had met Almighty Sinnoh somewhere a bit more safe and warm, I'm sure many of us could have lived longer. Alright. Wasn't I just saying that? But regardless, that is the Pearl Clan's area, and there's just this one last place up over this hill here that I haven't yet seen, and I guess I'll just go there, and I'll see if I can find anything interesting, any items, any secrets, any quests, any Pokemon, and we can be on our way from there. Alright, that's the world boundary. Let me shimmy sideways on this rock a little bit then. Really? Alright. Can I, like, climb over this way? Seems that I can. Alright, we're very close to the world boundary. I think... Yeah, the one remaining location in here is just, like, over here. Oh, come on. Just let me climb over it, for God's sake. I'm choosing, like, the least ideal way to get there, aren't I? Alright, so we're gonna do the, like, jumping and falling and climbing on strategy that I learned in Xenoblade Chronicles, and we're gonna go this way. I'll keep riding Sneasler just for a little while, just in case I need some more climbing, but, this was that other pond, wasn't it? Alright, and I think... Alright, we're here. I can get in the water. I can swim. Bit of a nicer way to get around than Sneasler. I don't mind Sneasler, but it's just, they're a little slow, and climbing is a little unwieldy. It's a nice power to have, but, it doesn't really... here is a thing. It's not a very fast way to move around, I guess, I would say. Ralts. I'm pretty sure there's an Alpha Gardevoir up there. I'm pretty sure fine. Alright. Alpha Gardevoir is something that I suppose I might be interested in fighting and possibly catching. You are also level 70. Do I want to leave this in? You're gonna Ice Punch me. Why is Gardevoir no Ice Punch? I know level 70 and all. The only reason that it did anything to me, even super effective, is because you're level 70. Because Ice Punch on a Gardevoir? Really? Alright. Well, we can have two play this game. We're gonna have you use Ice Beam. And that'll be Pokédex credit for Walrein. And it's not gonna do much, and you're gonna spend Recover. But, you know what? It's hailing. I could use Blizzard, and it would have 100% accuracy. Couldn't I? Aura Sphere? You learn Aura Sphere? I was hoping to not rely on this too much in this fight, but this fight has been an utter disaster. So... don't Recover spam. Alright, you can use Moonblast. That's not very effective. I don't know why your AI told you to do that. And you're gonna use Moonblast again. Are you out of Recovers or something? You were Recover spamming hard earlier in this fight. Alright, so you are going to be down very low on health. I'm going to send in Gumi. Gumi is my last Pokemon. And if I get away with killing you with Acid Spray, which is super effective, mind you, but it's Acid Spray, I'm going to laugh. I don't think I'm going to. That's amazing. That's amazing. Gumi is going to gain like a level and a half from that. Alright, way to go, team. One of these days you're going to evolve. I want to say Gumi doesn't evolve into Sliggoo until like level 45 or something like that, so we may be waiting a while, but... Alright. There's another Rufflet over there. What else is in this area? Is there that much for me to see? Because if not, I'm not going to hang around here for very much longer, because I'm just going to go back to base camp, heal, and then be on my way anyway. If there's no new Pokemon besides the... well, Ralts, Curly, and Gardevoir aren't really new. They're just, something that I haven't seen much of. But I don't want to hang around here too much if I'm just going to get clobbered. And I would like to move on back to town anyway. So... let's see. Oh, I see a Wisp up there. Alright. That counts as something good. Alright. Who was that? That was, the bird. Rufflet. Not interested. So these are some Doppel bonnets that I've seen on the faces of cliffs. I haven't picked up any because I don't have space for them. I've ran into them a couple times when I did, like, cutting away to other things. But I have no idea what they're for. I'll probably find out eventually. And with this, I think I'm going to fast travel back to base. And I'm going to actually go back to town and heal and all that stuff. Because I need it. Alright. I'll see you in the commander's office. But before I do that, we're going to go talk to the notice board, and there are 2 more quests on here for me. At home under the eaves. It seems the Chimecho has made itself at home under the eaves of one of the village houses. Speak with Ida, an elderly resident of Jubilife, to find out more on the matter. Alright. I guess I'll have to get the Chimecho out of the eaves. I'm sure whoever lives in that house doesn't really want to hear it jingling around when they're trying to sleep or whatever. And Snow White Vulpix in the snow. Alright. That is an Alolan Vulpix, is it not? Kayaka, a security corps fellow from Alola, has several Vulpix, but he calls them Keo. Alright, Hawaiian, hooray. Track him down and see what his request entails. That is a very extreme close-up of your forehead. Alright, there's another side quest downstairs for me. Are there any others that I can, like, see through the walls? I don't think so. What do you want? Alright, you're another one of the traveling salesmen. Ah, if it isn't one of our beloved customers, might I trouble you to help me with a little survey work? In my family, we've always passed down tales of some ancestors that lived in a village around the avalanche slopes, but I've never been able to find any hint of such a settlement ever existing. I'm beginning to doubt the tales are true. But everyone wants to know about where they came from, don't they? So help me out. See if you can find any evidence of people that ever lived around the avalanche slopes. I'm trying to think if there's anything like that I might have seen. And aside from the Pearl Clan, I don't think I've seen any, like, dwellings or signs of dwellings in the Snowlands. I'm sure I'll be back, and I'm sure I'll look for it later. Alright. So, up here, I don't need to speak to the captain, do I? I'm pretty sure I haven't gotten any more stars since the last time she gave me a star. That sentence didn't quite come out the way I wanted it to, but you know what I mean. Each of the Pokemon nobles became frenzied, and now each of them has been quelled. We still have no explanation for why this calamity befell us, but I'm glad to see it put to an end. And to think peace would be restored to Hisui by the hand of our mysterious Rift-born helper. When tomorrow dawns, it will dawn on a world restored to normalcy. At least, we will be able to return to our normal lives. Go nourish yourself at the Wallflower, and allow yourself a good long rest. Don't forget, the Survey Corps' work is not over. It does not end until our people can live here in Hisui without fearing the Pokemon around us. Okay. And there's going to be another cutscene there, and probably another cutscene in the commander's office after that, right? Because that's how this game goes. Benny, old friend, or old chum, or old whatever you were calling. Old chum, that's what he calls them. Thanks for the nice, sizable helping of potato mochi, Benny, old chum. Oh, and if there's anything else that you'd recommend, by all means, bring it out. Now that Avalug's quelled too, we can survey all over Hisui. I certainly had my reservations as to whether Avalug needed quelling, but if it means bringing calm to everyone, then I suppose we did the right thing. I hate to think what kind of havoc the frenzied nobles could have wreaked if Dragonite never came to us. Still, even with all the nobles quelled, the rift doesn't seem to be closing, huh? Although, wait. If the rift were to disappear, If the rift were to disappear, would that mean Dragonite would be stuck here? I mean, probably. I still have no idea how it would get home even if the rift didn't close. Like, what would you do? Build a giant slingshot and just fire me into the sky? Well, our little team is certainly very practiced at investigating things by now. We'll look into the matter and find a solution, I have no doubt. With all due respect, you guys haven't seemed to have done much by way of finding solutions in the last 30-odd hours of this game. And even if we don't, you'll always have a home here in Jubilife Village, Dragonite. Now then, tomorrow's upon us, and it'll be another hard day at work for the Survey Corps. Don't forget what we've got our sights on, nothing less than a completed Pokedex. With you around, the Pokedex is as good as complete. Hey, how about I just tag along as your assistant? Assistant? Come now, Ray. Don't sell yourself short. You're a fully fledged member of the Survey Corps, too. Well, sure, I guess I am. In any case, time for a hearty meal and a heavy sleep. Alright, both of those sound good right about now, but alas, it is the middle of the day. I probably should eat lunch. I haven't eaten lunch yet. That's the sort of thing that wouldn't be a bad idea for me to do once in a while. Alright. Something exploded. Ugh. Hate it when I get woken up by things exploding off in the distance. Alright, let's get out of here. And we can see exactly what is going on. Ooh. Does the sky usually do that in this country? This doesn't look good. Don't mind me, just gotta stand up and stretch. Some sort of dreadful energy seems to be pouring from the rift in space-time. Now the entire sky has gone red. I've word from the commander. You're to report to his office at once. The way the sky has changed, it is ominous. Very ominous indeed. What's this about, Commander? You did call us here to discuss the quelling of the nobles, didn't you? That can wait. There is a more pressing concern here that must be addressed. The first strike of that strange lightning, the one that drove Cleaver into a frenzy, it struck the night Dragonite fell from the sky, did it not? It seems only natural to think that the two events might be linked in some way. Who or what are you really? Alright, I am under fire, once again, for being the strange weirdo who fell from the sky. Indeed. You came from the rift, as did the lightning. You're connected to the frenzies, are you not? Did you think or gain our trust by quelling the frenzies? Did you think to gain our trust by quelling the frenzies you brought about? And having gained our trust, what then? What is it that you're really here for? Here, whatever you said. Hold on, Commander. There's nothing to suggest Dragonite has wronged us. So, sir, this is where the academic types like to say that correlation does not equal causation. Because there's like a million other ways that this could have played out that don't involve me having caused the lightning strikes. Exactly, and besides, do you really think she's got some sort of fearsome power to take to make all this happen? Let me ask you in turn, can you prove beyond a doubt that she is free from guilt? Alright. I would personally like to invoke the good old-fashioned innocent until proven guilty that is enshrined in my, my constitution. By, what was it, the 5th Amendment? Or whatever. I'm just making stuff up. I'm just pulling stuff out of my butt right now. I should probably stop. Who here can guarantee she is who she says? Who here can guarantee she is to be trusted? But that's... no one can do that. You're asking us to prove a negative. How is anyone supposed to prove the absence of all doubt? Come on, let's be reasonable. What is Dragonite supposed to do then? She will be given the chance to investigate this disaster later. But not as a member of Galaxy Team. She has remained a suspect until she can clear her name. There are those in our village who cannot trust a stranger like you who fell from the sky, and I must ask you to leave. You are no longer welcome in Galaxy Team. Alright, we have been officially kicked out of the village. That's annoying. Consider yourself banished from the village until you can explain why these calamities keep befalling our good people. No, until you've restored our world to its rightful state and proven your innocence beyond doubt. Is that clear, Celine? Yes, sir. How can you act so heartless? Don't you believe in Dragonite? Do not attempt to intervene on her behalf. I will do what I must as the commander of the Galaxy Expedition Team. But I have not forgotten your deeds, nor the unusual skill you have displayed. That is why I have chosen to let you walk out of here free rather than clap you in chains. You're to be expelled from the village? Seriously? Orders are orders. Let's go. This way. Oh, wait, okay. I thought that was still part of the cutscene. I can't run. I can only walk. I can't talk to anybody. I'm guessing that... Alright, I was gonna say I'm guessing that if I were to walk up to the other NPCs, they would all have nothing to say either, but it seems that the game keeps trying to turn me around when I go too far, because the game hates fun. Or at least she does anyway. The game is fine. Okay. can take it from here, ma'am. Understood. However, the decision was mine to accept this stranger as a member of the Survey Corps. It is only right that I should personally escort from the village and to the Fieldlands camp. I'll come too. As will I, naturally. I'll allow it. Then I'll mark you down as all bound for the Fieldlands camp. Safe travels. Can't believe the boss would do this. He quelled all the noble's frenzies under his own orders. Quite right. Moreover, even if you did happen to fall from the sky, that hardly gives you the power to turn it red. This is utterly intolerable, and I might add, absurdly unscientific. As a man of science, I must fight such illogical thinking to tooth and nail. You must not. You'll only cause Dragonite more pain if you are all driven out as well for defending her. However, there are others who might offer help. You've been an aid to both the Diamond Clan and the Pearl Clan. Of course, perhaps Adamant or Iridia might take you in. Though I'm afraid they've already both returned to their respective settlements. I bet you could at least start by finding Leon at Grand Tree Arena. Not sure where Mai would be, even if you do want the Diamond Clan. Do I have to pick sides? Don't die out there, that's an order. I will ensure you have all you need to complete the survey the commander has tasked you with. If I might offer my advice, in this life you will meet with both admiration and abuse from others. However, how others choose to view you is a choice only they can make. You cannot make it for them. And all that truly matters is that you hold firm to your own values. What of the dream I first shared with you on Prelude Beach to complete the Pokédex? That dream simply won't come true without you. Alright, so we have to hike it an entire kilometer off in that direction to Grand Tree Arena. That can wait, however. Let's see. A lot has happened here. You're gonna be like 1% less of a stick in the mud than you were before. I would like to know, I can still access my item storage. Can I still access my Pokemon storage? Okay, it seems that I can. I can still access Pokemon storage, which is good because that means kicking me out of the village means that I can't do certain side quests, at least for now. But it doesn't really have any implications on like actual gameplay, like whether or not I can access my PC or whatever. Let's see. It sounds like I'm gonna have to pick sides. I'm gonna have to either pick the Diamond Clan or the Pearl Clan. Most of the time, when given the choice, I go with like the blue option of the paired versions of a Pokemon game, like Brilliant Diamond, Alpha Sapphire. There have been a couple exceptions, like I did Sun, Heart Gold over Soul Silver, but for the most part I go with blue, and I don't know if I would want to continue that tradition or break it for now, but I will deal with that later. I'm going to end this recording, and since I haven't really been making an effort to make these recording single videos anymore, I will cut back either next time or in about 2 seconds after I come back to record another day.